On your presentation board for the solar gallery, you may have more than one image on a sheet, on a layout. Okay, so in that case, what we want to do is to balance everything onto this large sheet of paper. So if I go ahead and set a line, alpha line, from the midpoint down just as a guide, I can offset this thing, offset maybe 1.5 inches. And when I do so, that means I'll have a 3-inch space right there. Now, I'm not saying that this always has to be a 3-inch space. It might be a 2-inch space, which in that case, you might offset these 1 inch to both sides, or either sides. But the idea is to have some sort of guideline. So if I move my viewport from let's say this corner of my building, and then to the perpendicular, perp, type in perp, and hit that line, there it is. Okay. I could also take the other file, or let's just copy this. Copy this guy from that corner to the perpendicular, PRP, of that line. Now I have the two objects there. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to change this to the viewport layer so that it won't print. And then let's see what it looks like when I print this. Plot. Preview. And that's what it's going to look like. So just see and check if the sheet looks balanced. It looks balanced in a way that if I cut this paper in half, I'll have about the same margin as on the left side and on the right side. But when I look at this overall thing, it looks kind of like there's too big of a gap in the center, and the margin looks a little bit small, right? So these two objects probably should be a little bit closer to each other. So in that case, I'll hit escape and maybe remove this and maybe offset 1 inch, and try readjusting this space. Move the object from that to the perpendicular. Move this from that corner to the perpendicular. And now if I preview the plot, preview, then it looks a little bit more balanced. It's a little bit closer here, but we probably would rather have a wider margin on the sides. Okay, so when we do that, I think we should be in good shape. So in our solar gallery project, we might ask you to, for the final presentation sheets, we might be asking you to put 2 elevation on 1 sheet, and that would probably be the way to do it. Okay. Escape, and since I don't need this anymore, I'll just get rid of this, and that should be good.